Good afternoon. This is Joe Poole with JP's Real Estate Inspections. What I want to talk about today is professionalism. Being professional is one thing that will grow your business. You can be good at what you do, but if your professionalism is off, that would kill your business immediately. I was talking to a gentleman at one time as an electrician, and we was talking, and like I said in my other videos, I am an electrician. But one thing I was telling this gentleman, you're a much better electrician than I am. You're much smarter than I am when it comes to electrical. But I'm a better businessman than you are. In which, in fact, he agreed. And he told me that I wish I had the professionalism and the zest to get the business that you get. I said one thing that I learned professionalism is that it's something that you learn. It doesn't come overnight. As you get older and mature and the type of individuals that you're around, a lot of business people, you can pick up a lot of notes from them. You can steal a lot of ideals to make yourself to be that professional one. One thing about me being a professional is that I want to create a voicemail message on my phone. When an individual called me, I didn't want it to be my voice. I wanted someone's voice that was more polite, not harsh, to the point at what you do. I wanted a voice that's going to be a little bit more easygoing. You could just listen to that voice and this person didn't rush through the message that was being laid out. I've heard some individuals' voicemail, men and women. There's loud music in the background. There's a lot of distraction going on. Their voicemail is staticky. It sounds like they're talking in a tunnel. There's a lot of things that can distract a prospective client from giving you business based on your voicemail. Your voicemail could be too long. You can rush through or run through with your number, where they have to listen to your voicemail message over and over again just to get your number. A voicemail message should be crisp, clear, polite, easy listening to, where individual can gain all your information just by listening to your voicemail. One thing I always say that when I meet a buyer and they come to the house for the first time, because they're curious to know who's doing the inspection, and also they're curious to know what this inspector look like. Once a buyer arrived on site, arrived to the house that I'm inspecting for them, I meet them at the door by announcing their first or last name. Mostly I always say Mr. and Mrs. Johnson. I never call an individual by their first name unless I feel comfortable and they say, don't call me Mr., just call me by my first name. But I give them the opportunity first to allow me to call them by their first name. Another thing is I smile. I give them eye-to-eye contact. One thing that I've been blessed with, I'm a little humorous. I like to be a little funny at times. So sometimes to break the ice, I may say, looks like you trying to play house. That gets an individual pepped up and give them a little smile, because as they were small growing up, they did play house. But now that they buying a house, they're actually getting ready to play house on a larger scale. Some say, no, I'm getting ready to play house for the third time. Wish that have broken the ice, established a rapport on some things that we could talk about. They may talk about the first house that they lived in and what they didn't like about it. The second house they lived in. Now, when a lot of individuals call me up and I'm trying to gain their business, I already know that they're on the phone, going down the list, calling up inspectors. So whenever someone calls me, I want to be polite. I want to call them by their first or last name, mostly their last name. Also, too, I talk with confidence when I'm talking to that prospective buyer. Once I get off the phone with that individual, before I get off the phone with that individual, I ask them to take a look at my website. I repeat my website to them several times so that they can look at it. I ask them if they have any questions in regards to whoever they last talked to regards to an inspection. I ask them freely, hey, give me a call. If you decide you want to go with another individual, give me a call and I can answer some questions for you if you're more curious on working with that individual. I extend all my friendliness to that individual, but that's professionalism. Now, once a buyer is on site, when they see me for the first time, like I stated in my last videos, I do not wear jeans whenever I do an inspection. The only time I may wear jeans probably on a Saturday or maybe on a Friday, because most business days, those are casual days. But my jeans are ironed, they're neat, they pretty much up to par, they stylish. I still wear a nice collared shirt tail tucked in, depending on the style, fresh haircut, neat shave, and one thing I always tell individuals, if you're going to eat something with peppers or anything in it, keep chewing gum with you, breath mints, or either if you have to, brush your teeth throughout the day. Because that can discourage or turn off a client if you have stinky breath. One thing I want to say to men that maybe work in the field, do contract work, but yet do other things, and be an inspector too, keep lotion with you. Because whenever you shake a lady's hand or another person's hand, of course as men we have rough hands. Keep lotion with you. Keep your hands lotion. So if you're going to shake an individual's hand, such as a lady, give them a nice shake, but at least your hands appear to be somewhat soft. Not lady soft, but you know, that's part of your professionalism. Because professionalism sells. First impressions go a long way in any business, whatever you're doing. If you're an insurance man going door to door, selling cars, selling newspapers, anything you do, first impressions sells. Even if they're not interested in your business at that particular time, make a good impression. That's part of being professional. You know, I know inspectors that go out with a t-shirt on, wearing short pants, tennis shoes. Oh, you're giving the business, you're giving the industry a bad name. I always say, real estate is a white-collar business. So you want to look white-collar as much as possible. Even though you're doing inspections, it's still, doing that inspections is one of the things that's going to be a decision maker for that buyer. Are they going to buy that house or are they going to walk away from it? So professionalism go a long way. One thing in this business, do not give your opinion. Do not give your opinion to that buyer, should they buy that house or should they not. Because you're not in the business of helping them make a decision. Whenever a buyer asks me, Joe, would you buy this house? First thing I ask them, what your first mind say? It's what my first mind say, not buy it. Well, follow your first mind. First mind are always right. But do not, I tell you, do not tell an individual, I will not buy this house, is a piece of junk. Because you may be living in a mansion. That could be the only thing that they can afford. So don't come out giving your opinion what you think of this house. Or it wasn't built right. The wall is crooked. You're not doing an inspection when it comes to cosmetic. It's all about professionalism. Because, like I stated earlier, in my other videos, being a know-it-all can hurt you. Being professional, smile, put a lot of things back on them, but yet explain your inspection and what you're doing. I'm getting ready to sign out right now. If you guys are interested in additional information from me, go to YouTube, look up Joe Poole, the Poole Inspector, Joe Poole, the Home Inspector. You can find me on my website, that is www.jpsrei.com, or either you can send me an email, that is jpsecureandalarm@gmail.com, or either you can send me an email just by looking into my website. Once again, www.jpsrei.com. Take care, guys. You have any questions, look me up. Thank you.